everyone. We are in Chapter 3, which is our chapter on communication and identity, and on identity management. This chapter is an important one to be able to really think about the different identities that we have at different times in our life and when we're with different people. Your book will talk about something called a public personality versus a private personality. And I want you to think about how your two personalities kind of vary, our public self and our private self. One of the things in this chapter that we're going to be studying a lot are selfies. Now, I know a lot of you like to take selfies, enjoy taking selfies, want to capture yourself in a moment with those selfies. I literally just walked across campus to come over here and make this video, and I saw 3 different people taking selfies. So this is part of the world that we live in. Selfies have actually not been around for very long. In fact, really in 2013 was the first time the word selfie was even recognized as a word. If it says anything about the culture that we live in, it was the word of the year in the Oxford Dictionary in 2013. So selfies have really come into our world, and it's actually become pretty normal to see people taking pictures of themselves. Back when I was younger, when we didn't have cell phones like that, and we actually had cameras, cameras were used to take pictures of where you were, of you with your friends potentially, but not taking 50 pictures of ourselves to then post on social media to get feedback. So the articles that you're going to read that go along with this chapter really look at the science behind what happens in your brain when you not only take a selfie, but you post a selfie, and then what happens to our brain with dopamine and the reward center when people like that selfie or comment on it and give you positive feedback. It actually reinforces that behavior and makes you want to post even more. So I'm not saying that selfies are bad. I just want you to stop and think about when we're looking at identity and how when you post a picture of yourself, you're communicating something to the world. When they comment on it, how that affects your identity, how we're trying to put the self forward that looks amazing at all times, that always looks like we're having fun. How many people do you know on social media, and you may be someone like this, who every post is about how amazing your life is and you're taking pictures of yourself in all these fun activities, but how often do we spend the entire time at that fun activity trying to catch the perfect selfie, and we really actually are missing out on the opportunity to have fun in that environment? I was in Vegas not that long ago, and we were laying out by the pool, and there were these 2 young girls, probably 20s, sitting next to me, and they spent literally 3 hours with their selfie stick trying to capture the perfect picture. Rather than talking to each other, rather than swimming in the pool, it was like this event that they had to catch on film to show the world how much fun they were having. So I want you to think about the role that selfies play in your life, how it affects you when you see people post things about your selfies, either positive or negative. Most people post positive things. And then to really pay attention to some of that science behind what's happening in your brain when we post those selfies and we get that feedback. So enjoy the chapter, and I will see you in the next one.